Okay, now we're going to move to the next step where we're going to start editing our first page. Now you'll notice that on my last video clip I named this site Web Help Elementary, and now I am on the main page of Web Help Elementary, and you'll see that on the sidebar here it talks about the recent site activity. That talks about stuff that you've edited recently, and it'll just kind of give a little log of what you've done. Now what we're going to be focusing on is actually putting information on this page. This would be the page that most people would come to if they were linked to your website. So this is going to be the door to your website itself, so that people will know where to go, what pages they could be directed to, what information they would like, and so they'll be coming to this page. So this is an important page. So we're going to start putting our information in here, and I'm going to click on Edit Page, and that button up there now leads us to a layout where we can actually start flowing information in to our first page. You'll see that my cursor's right there blinking, ready for us to put anything in. But before we do that, I just want you to take note of the toolbars that suddenly appeared the moment we clicked on Edit Page. And you'll see that they have Insert, where you can insert images or elements, Gadgets down here you'll see. We'll go over that. Format, like how you want your fonts to look, Table, and Layout. And of course these arrows here are Undo and Redo, which are very useful. Whenever you make a mistake, you can easily click on one of those to go back to the previous step before you made that little boo-boo. Now you go to Layout, and this is probably where you want to start off with, because you have two choices. You could choose a one-column spread, which shows the full spread page, or two-column, which is separated into two columns where you can have information cascading on either side of the page. It's up to you. For the purpose of this example, I'm just going to stick with one column, but if you want to do two, that's fine too, because there's a lot of things you could do with a two-column page. And if you see my web page on the LLA.org website, you'll see that under my name, or the Elementary Computer Lab, you'll find my page there, and I do use a two-column spread for that. So you could just refer to that if you want to get ideas on how you want your page to look. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert some information. I copied this earlier, so I'm going to now paste it, so don't worry about how that suddenly appeared. I just pasted it. And this is the information on the page that I'm working on right now currently. So you can just put some sort of introduction. It could be about yourself or about the class that students will be expected to go to, and what expectations there will be. Things along those lines. Anything that you can put in just to kind of let people know that this is your website. And we'll go ahead and talk about how we can add elements to kind of give it a little more color. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys also how you can put a table in. So if you click on Table, go to Insert Table, you'll see, just like on Word, you can actually choose the dimensions of your table. So you can stretch it out further to make it longer with the columns, or more with the rows. I'm just going to choose 3 by 1. You see the table's inserted. So I'm just going to type in some things. Creating and editing. Okay, and media links and deleting, fixing. Okay, and also for the table, if you are wondering how you can stretch them out, you just click on a particular cell and grab that side bracket, stretch it out, and you'll see that it stretches out lengthwise or vertical based on whatever you want those dimensions to be. Okay, so very flexible, not that difficult, but that's just to start. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you guys how to put images into your page on the next video segment. So if you missed any steps, the great thing about these videos is that you can always backtrack or just kind of rewind back and refer to the part that you missed or that you're not clear on. So, oh, I don't want to forget this. The last thing I want to do is save this. Very important. You guys have to click on save up here. You guys see where I'm pointing? Click on save and that'll save what you've had. If you don't click on that, all that you've done will be lost and you don't want that. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video as we talk about putting information as well as images, and that'll be for the next one.